past 2 years, I've gotten so many phone calls of so many customers, so many friends, so many neighbors, all telling me the same story. Why am I going up? I did nothing wrong.
Craig Willoughby says we all see reports about property insurance issues with cost up an average of 34% across the country because of catastrophes, or CATs in the insurance industry lingo, like California with those devastating wildfires and the tornadoes and hurricanes elsewhere. But the main culprit in a state like New York, which is less disaster prone and has its own rate guidelines, is really still inflation, a 40% increase for building materials, and labor and lingering supply chain problems stretching back to the pandemic, and now increases working through the system for some of us.
I've had customers going up 2 years ago the minute inflation hit. Carriers started raising rates immediately. Not a company out there doesn't have the proper risk management to handle the catastrophe. But add on inflation, and unforeseen inflation coming in with CAT, perfect storm, where a lot of the carriers are just pulling out of the state, pulling out of the business altogether. Between the CATs and inflation, it's enough to drive a ton of companies to bankruptcy.
The Adirondack Insurance Exchange firm actually shut down last year here in New York State. When it comes to car insurance, also a tight market with the State Department of Financial Services and the higher cost of repair and collision bodywork, especially for items like airbags and even storage fees for cars, taking much longer to repair due to parts issues and supply chain.
The state will not allow them to raise their rates high enough to cover the cost of inflation on the repair side. So when a loss comes in today, it's 4 times higher than it was 2 years ago, but they can't raise their rates 4 times. They're not taking on new business. They're just sitting tight until inflation dies, or they can get the rate increases approved.
Now, there is a New York risk retention pool for last chance insurance options, but it's very expensive. Best advice for policyholders out there: make prompt payments, maintain a good, safe driving record and credit rating, and try to avoid for homes any big insurance claims unless it's really unavoidable, because you can get canceled for renewal and you need it with a mortgage. You can shop around for rates, but again, it's a very tight market. On your side, Ron Plants, Channel 2 News.
Ron, thank you.